You know, we try our best to, really spell things out for you here at Prime News, let you know why we're doing a story. But let's be realistic. We are no spelling match for these pint-sized prodigies. Tonight is their big night. It is the 2006 Scripps National Spelling Bee. I love this stuff. For the first time, they're going head-to-head in prime time. But before the king or queen bee is crowned, we thought you might want to get caught up on the growing buzz behind the spelling bee phenomenon. All right, the competition is fierce, the tension very high, and the drama, many say, is unmatched. There is truly no event like it. Tonight, the National Spelling Bee makes its primetime debut, and maybe you'll be among the millions watching. The following is certainly on the rise. Spelling bees have inspired 3 recent movies, a Broadway musical, and a number of books. One of them, American Bee, authored by James Maguire. He went behind the scenes and profiled some of the top spellers, and recently I asked him just how spelling bees became must-see TV. All right, first of all, why the sudden interest in spelling bees?
We really are encountering a boomlet in spelling bees right now. I mean, who would have thought that? I mean, I think what sparked it was the 2003 spelling documentary, Spellbound. Really a charming movie, but the reason it's been able to catch on past Spellbound is, there's an incredible natural drama to this event. These kids spend hundreds of hours, sometimes even thousands of hours studying, and finally comes that moment when they walk up to the microphone, they're all by themselves, and they encounter these huge challenges, these long, obscure words, and they either get it or they don't in real time, no second chances. And there's some real drama to that moment.
And there's so much raw emotion there. I mean, I have to say, I've been sucked in over the last couple of years. I love watching this. You mentioned the training. How do you really train for this? Do you just read the dictionary? Do you study word roots?
Right. Well, they do a number of different things. First of all, there's a very long list. It's called the Consolidated Word List. It's 23,000 words long. And the most dedicated kids actually memorize the entire list. It's pretty amazing. They also, they pour through word roots, Latin, Greek, French, Spanish, German. A lot of these top spellers know a smattering of all the great, languages. And of course, there's also part of it you actually can't prepare for. There's a big part of luck involved in this because you get up there, you never know what word you're going to get or what word your competitor is going to get. So, any speller could win on any given day.
Absolutely. And we've noticed, too, we did a little research here, the winning words seem to get more difficult over time. And that had us wondering, I think there's 475,000 words in Webster's that they choose from. Did they ever throw words out after it's been a winning word one year?
They don't officially say that. They don't give any clues as to the list. It's a very close-knit society. I mean, the whole nature of the list is very guarded, so we never know whether it's going to come back or not. It may come back. You better be ready for it.
Got to be prepared.
Yeah.
You profile 5 kids in your book, American Bee. Did you notice any common traits among them?
Well, yeah, I did. A couple common traits. One is, believe it or not, they actually love to study. These are kids that, they love to pour over their word list. They love to dig into word roots. While other kids are like out at the mall or playing video games or whatever, these kids actually take great pleasure in working on their word lists. Odd but true. The other thing is, these are very competitive kids. I mean, they go to D.C., they've won a spot by, winning lower level bees all the way up, and finally they earn a spot in D.C. And they come to D.C. and they really want to take home that trophy, and oftentimes they're really disappointed to not take home the trophy.
Well, absolutely. And this year they're going to be in prime time. So much tension there. Yeah. I've heard you can really feel it in the room this year. Before we let you go, what happens to the winners after they walk off with all the fame and glory?
Well, I profiled a series of past champions for the book, and it's pretty amazing. The spelling bee winners tend to go on to very successful lives. The 1973 winner, Barry Trinkle, worked in the NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratories. The 1960 winner taught at Harvard later on. If you have those kind of study habits, you're probably going to be successful. Yeah, exactly, later on in life. You're not a slacker, let's put it that way.
Yeah, there you go. All right, real quickly, how about your spelling skills? Did you ever make it to D.C. as a kid?
Not quite. I have to admit, I'm more of a reporter and a storyteller. I mean, I have memorized a couple of big words to impress people at parties, but, I'm really not actually a speller myself.
You're not going for the full list.
I love spell check.
You and me both, my friend. James Maguire, great to have you with us tonight. Thanks again.
Thanks a lot.